Alright, and welcome everybody to the third episode of the Laziness stream. I'm still playing Dark Souls Remastered. I'm on my second playthrough now, because I'm trying to get platinum for the game, as I mentioned last episode. And I forgot what this area is called. But today's episode I'm going to be talking about some more upcoming stuff, and yeah, like, for example, the first thing I'm going to be talking about is the rumor that there's going to be another State of Play or PlayStation Showcase here soon. And honestly, I believe that, due to the fact that there's multiple games coming out soon. Like, I forget what game comes out in September. I cannot for the life of me remember. But something's coming out in September, I'm pretty sure. There's Hogwarts Legacy, God of War Ragnarok. God of War Ragnarok's the big one. Like, they announced the release date, which is November 9th, I think it was. So, and we don't have any gameplay, really. So, more than likely, we're going to be seeing some gameplay, which I'm stoked to see. I'm really excited to see that. So, that'll be fun. But also, I would assume we would see some Marvel Spider-Man 2, which I'm stoked for, because Spider-Man is my favorite game of all time, and, you know, damn well I'll probably be playing that game on stream at some point. But, also, I would expect them to show some more, Resident Evil 4 remake, Forspoken, maybe an announcement for Horizon Forbidden West DLC, maybe? I'm yawning. Was I supposed to go down here? No. But there's that. They could also show, probably, I would expect them to announce a Miles Morales PC port, because, like, the first game's already getting one, so it'd make a lot of sense for them to have a PC port for Spider-Man Miles Morales as well, because that just makes a lot of sense to me. Also, probably, I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, but we might see something for Final Fantasy 16 or Final Fantasy. No, actually, I don't think we're gonna get Final Fantasy Rebirth or anything like that, just because I think it's a little too early for it. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I would like to be wrong, but I have no idea. Also, apparently, From Software is working on another game right now. Those dudes never stop working. So, honestly, I believe that, because they're workaholics, it looks like. So that does not surprise me one bit. So, I'm expecting God of War. That's the big thing. God of War 100% is going to be there. So, yeah, I'd expect God of War. I'd also, expect probably, I want to see something for Pragmata, which is the, game that, Capcom announced a while back. And I apologize if it's hard to hear me. I'm still fiddling with the volume controls, but I think y'all can hear me, I hope. So, there's this fool. Gotcha. But, yeah, I'm expecting God of War. God of War's the big one. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get, something for Star Wars Jedi Survivor, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that, because technically that's not a PlayStation game. Now, with, Fallen Order, they advertise it more as an Xbox game, but it came out for both, obviously. But whenever you saw marketing for Fallen Order, it had, like, the Xbox logo, like, you know, that little, like, like that noise before it showed the logo. That was a horrible rendition of that. I apologize. Oh, sweet, I needed that. Oh yeah, feet. I get it. Haha. But I don't know. I'd like to see some. If anything, I would expect to see Jedi Survivor at the D23 Expo, which is the Disney Expo, that sort of thing. I'd expect it there. But also, we may not see Spider-Man 2 at the Sony State of Play or the PlayStation Showcase, but we might get it at D23 because Marvel Games is confirmed to be at D23. So we'd probably see something for Wolverine, something for Spider-Man, if we didn't get it in the PlayStation Showcase or State of Play. Because State of Play are the smaller scale ones, akin to like a Nintendo Direct, but the PlayStation and State of Plays range from minimum 20 minutes to like 30 minutes, whereas PlayStation Showcases, the last one in 2021 was like 45 minutes, something like that. But yeah, and plus on Twitter, there's two things I want to bring up. There's this lady has a on Twitter said that they're prepping for a State of Play or something like that because they have a bunch of more PlayStations to sell. And another guy both of these people that I'm referring to are very reliable sources from what I understand. This guy seems to be a more reliable source than the girl. From what I've heard. I could be wrong on that, but this guy, he's actually a Xbox insider. Yeah, go figure. But he said that there's going to be one either at the end of this month, August, or in September. I would expect it's happening because, like, in every other year, in what was it? In 2020 and in 2021, they had a State of Play or a PlayStation Showcase. Last year specifically, they had a August State of Play. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I read an article that said they had a State of Play last year in August. I forget what it was about. Oh, yeah. They showed that the State of Play before the PlayStation Showcase was like third-party titles. So that was what that was for. And then in September, that was the big PlayStation Showcase one, like the big ones. Now, back in June, they already had like the third-party titles, but they also announced Resident Evil 4 Remake. It showed a new trailer for Final Fantasy 16. So they got like the third-party stuff out of the way, I think. I could be wrong on that. I'd like to see more third-party stuff. I like third-party games. So that's cool. They also... Oh, that was a... Okay. But I would say... From what this guy said, he said it's either going to be late August or sometime in September. I agree. I think it'll be... I personally think it'll be in September. But... and I will do like... Ow! Asshole. But I'll do like a special live stream, maybe. Well, maybe not. Maybe I might do a live stream after it ends, and I'll talk about all the stuff that was announced. Because, like, even if there's like a small reveal trailer, because if I were to label a guess, label, is that the phrase? I don't know if that's the phrase, but if I were to label a guess, I would say that Spider-Man 2 in the PlayStation Showcase or State of Play, one of those two. I would assume it'd be PlayStation Showcase though. It would have I don't know if it had gameplay, but what it might do, or maybe it will. It's one of two options. Either it's going to be like a CG trailer, similar to how God of War Ragnarok had one, where all it did was basically just say, "Hey, this is when it's coming out. That's it. No gameplay yet." That's the option, and then at a later time do the gameplay. Like for example, they could show like the time frame of when the release date, like say, I don't know, spring 2023. That's my guess, spring. Or who knows, maybe it'll be a little later, I don't know. But, and I'll get into that in a second. But that, and they'll show that, and then in the trailer they'll also say new gameplay reveal happening September 10th, because that's when the D23 Expo is. And since Marvel Games is going to be there, if they were going to do that, that's how I think they'll do it. Show a little bit of something in the State of Play or PlayStation Showcase, whatever you want to call it. And then have like the big thing in D23. That, or they just have the entire thing at D23. Or the other way around. By the way, dude, I'm so excited for that game. Like, Spider-Man is like... The reason I love the game so much is because it it it's the best version of Peter Parker. I don't care what any of y'all say. Like, I love Tom Holland, I love Andrew Garfield, I love Toby, but I'm sorry, Yuri Lowenthal is Spider-Man to me. Because, like, the reason I say that is because he embodies all three of them. He, who put it best? He said that he has Tom Holland's charm, Tobey Maguire's maturity, and Andrew's jokes. I think that's what someone said. And to that, I agree 100%. That's why I love it so much. And the story, oh my god, the story is so freaking good. The way they do the Dr. Octopus storyline, like, it's legitimately, like, it's one of those things, like, I'm sure many of you who are watching have played the game, and if not, go play it, or I will personally hunt you down. But, it had such a good story because, like, it played on your knowledge of what these characters would eventually become. Like, say, Dr. Octopus or Otto Octavius would become Dr. Octopus, right? And they did the same thing that Far From Home, Spider-Man Far From Home would do the same thing, where it relied on your knowledge of who this character is, like Mysterio. So, like, you know in the back of your mind, they're saying, oh, some stuff's gonna go down. But they play it off as, like, is it actually gonna happen? Is it not gonna happen? But when it does, it hurts all the more. Like, the Otto Octavius reveal, that was done so well. And, like, it was great, too, because, like, when I first played the game, I genuinely thought it was going to be Dr. Kurt Connors. Because, like, when you're ringing at the beginning of the game, it says you're getting a call from work. And I was like, oh, Curtis Connors, obviously. But no. It's not. It's Otto. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's a nice twist. I really like that twist. It was a really nice one. And then throughout it, like, you know what's gonna happen, you know what's happening, you're like, no, no. And, like, it's done so well. Like, it's done masterfully. Like, masterfully done. And Insomniac knows what to do with Spider-Man. They know how to handle it. They've proven that twice now. And, my god, I'm so stoked to see what they do. Because you know they're doing the black suit. They're gonna do it. And oh my god. You know what? This episode, I should retitle it. I'm not going to, but it's just me gushing about how much I love that game. Because I love that game. But, I would, expect them to have Peter's gonna get a black suit. It's gonna happen. Like, they literally said, I'll get to the quote that Brian Intihar said in a little bit. But, like, what else is going to happen? It opens the door for so many gameplay opportunities. And it will be a great story moment, too, because, like, it's the same thing with, like, Spider-Man No Way Home. Spoilers for Spider-Man No Way Home, but Aunt May dies in that movie, right? And that movie was expertly done, I feel. I genuinely think that movie was, like, one of the best Marvel movies, I think. That's also probably... it also has to do with me being a huge Spider-Man nerd, so shut up. But also, it just was a well-done movie. Like, were there some certain things that bugged me? Sure. But it was still a relatively really good movie. Anyway, so Aunt May dies, and then the end credit scenes, one of them is Venom. And what was the other end credit scene? Oh, there was technically only one, because Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness trailer was the other one. And I thought that was good. I thought that was really nice. Anyway, so I'm expecting Peter's gonna get a black suit in Spider-Man 4 as well. And in one of the Secret Wars storylines, he has the black suit on during the Secret Wars. So if I were to labor a guess, I would say that he'll get the black suit, have it for the entire movie, and then Secret Wars he has it, and then in Spider-Man 5 he gets it off, or something like that. That's what I think would happen. But who knows? But the symbiote's gonna seek him out because of all, like, the hate he has right now in him. and rightfully so, because he's pissed off. And again, rightfully so. So I'm excited to see how they handle that, because John Watts, he's really good. He's a really good director. I think he did Spider-Man really, really well. And I honestly hope that he comes back for the other one, for the Spider-Man 4, because I genuinely think he's like a great director for it. Who knows? Maybe we'll get the Sam Raimi for it, but I could not tell you. But there's that, and I think the same thing's going to happen with Marvel Spider-Man 2. Aunt May dies at the end of Marvel Spider-Man, and I'm gonna be straight up. That scene made me cry. Like, if a game can make me cry, then it's done its job, because it's so well done. Like, Aunt May in that game is like the GOAT. Like, she's great. I love her, and she was done so well. And her death was done tastefully. Like, it was a very well done death in the game. Like, it was really well. Shit. Put that on hold for a second. Sorry, guys. Panicked for a sec. Gotcha. Excuse me. But her death was done really tastefully, like really well done. And so, knowing that, I have a feeling that her death is going to play a huge part in the symbiote finding him and latching on to him. Because, obviously, like, he blames himself for it. And he also blames himself for Otto, that whole thing. Aha! Fuck! Well, fuck. I'm gonna have to make my way down there. But, he blames himself for Aunt May's death. And so, that anger he has is gonna build up, and then the symbiote's gonna find him. Also, Otto. He blames himself for Otto, as I said. I think Otto's gonna die. Like, I genuinely believe that Otto will die in the next game. The reason why I say that is because the hate will just get too much for him, and he'll end up killing him. I genuinely believe that. Why? Well, what I just said. The hate and the symbiote combined with that, like, it feeds off of negative emotions. So that's gonna build up, and then he's gonna go nutso. Plus, now how he's gonna get the symbiote is another story. My guess is that near the beginning of the game, like, Peter will have to go up against Harry. Now, in case you don't know, Harry has the symbiote, because in the first game, he has this condition that his mom had. It's this, like, chronic illness, but his mom had it. And Harry, he has it too, and so he's dying from it. But Norman, he doesn't want to lose his kids, so he is doing his damnedest to have him survive. I don't know where I'm going. Isn't it like right there? I think it's like right there. Don't I have a ring? I don't wanna. Well. Ah, it's right there. Good. So, okay, let me get down here and then I'll continue talking, because I'm actually quite nervous. I don't want to lose all my stuff. Ah! I win. Okay, I can take this off now. But, anyway, but I feel like you're gonna fight Harry as Peter, and then during the fight, the symbiote will attach himself to him. I think that's how it'll go. Oh, cutscene. I forgot about this one. Sans?
spoil my focus.
Look at that cake. Anyway, ooh, fire. So, yeah. So I think that's how it happened, and it also opens up possibilities for gameplay, because Peter technically doesn't have as many powers as Miles does right now. He has more gadgets, but Miles technically has more raw powers than him. Like, he has the electricity stuff. So, to counteract that and to balance it out gameplay-wise, they could give him the black suit, and then he could have some extra abilities, like, with that thing. And that way it will balance it out. You guys know what I'm talking about? So, I think that's how it'll go. And I guarantee that in order to get the symbiote off of Peter, Miles, you'll have to play as Miles and fight Peter in the bell tower. I can see that happening. And God, that'll be so freaking cool. And plus, Yuri Lowenthal already killed it in the first game. And in Miles Morales, he's not in it a lot, but he's so good. And to think, I really liked him as Sasuke. I didn't watch a lot of Naruto, but he's really good in that as the character. So he killed it. Like, he is like when he's crying when Aunt May's dying, like, bro, it sounds like he's actually bawling his eyes out in real life. And fun fact, this is really cool. I thought this was really cute. Yuri in the game, like the police chief, her actress is actually married to Yuri Lowenthal in real life, and I thought that was really cute. So, like, their banter, like, comes off as, like, they have very good chemistry, and I love it. And speaking of her, that's also going to be a part in the game, because she becomes Wraith in the comics. So, I feel like they're going to follow that up in the game, which would be really cool. I don't think we're going to see Rhino again, because he's dead. Tinker killed him in Spider-Man Miles Morales, so he's dead. I don't think we're going to see... I'd like to see Martin Lee again. I'd really like to see Mr. Negative, just because he was such an interesting character. I really like how they did him, because you could tell, like, he couldn't control himself. It's almost kind of like he had the urge to do this stuff, but he just couldn't stop himself. And that's really cool, and I really like his character. It's really cool. So I think we'll see him again. Vulture, Electro, and Scorpion, I don't know. I'd like to see them, but in all honesty, I'd like to see other characters. In all honesty, like, I'd like to see Mysterio. Now, Kraven. Kraven's gonna be really cool. According to leaks, Kraven, or rumors, whatever you want to call it, Kraven is going to be he's going to be hired by Osborn, and this furthers my theory about how Peter gets the black suit, because the theory goes that Peter fights Harry, gets the black suit on him, and because of that, the suit latches onto Peter because he has more emotional energy to feed off of, like the raw emotion and hatred, that sort of thing. So the symbiote would obviously be attached to that. Because Peter still hasn't dealt with his stuff. Like, Miles, in his game... And I'll talk about Miles Morales here in a minute, because, like, that game's really good, too. Like, if I will readily admit, if the game was just the same length as the first one, it might have been better. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, the combat was improved upon. The swinging was improved upon. Like, really good. Like, it was really well made. And, like, Najee Letter... he's perfect. He's a perfect Miles Morales. Like, I love the guy who plays him Into the Spider-Verse. I hope that the PS4, like Marvel Spider-Man, or in the Insomniac, that's what I'm calling it. Insomniac Spider-Man and Insomniac's Miles Morales' Spider-Man appear and cross the Spider-Verse. I think that would be really sweet. That'd be really cool. But Najee Letter, he kills it. Like, he's so good in the role. And, like, when I didn't know what to think when I first saw him in the first reveal trailer he was in for Spider-Man PS4, because I didn't know a lot about him. I was like, oh, okay, this will be interesting. I did some research about him. I'm like, oh, okay, let's see what they have in store. But 2018 really was like Miles Morales' year, man, because, like, they reinvented him. Because when he first came out, he's basically just like a carbon copy of Peter Parker, except race swapped. And while there's nothing wrong with that, there was nothing really different about him at first, but as time goes on, they expanded this character a lot more. But Into the Spider-Verse and Marvel Spider-Man, they really like cemented him as like an amazing character, and the way Peter trains him throughout the DLC for Marvel Spider-Man, like the banter they share, it's so good. Now, which one of the DLCs is my favorite? I don't know. I actually don't know. I think it might have to be the first one. It's followed by the third one, and then followed by the second one. All of them are great, but the first one, I mean, it has Black Cat in it. That's all I need to freaking say. That's really all I need to say. Do I need to say anything else? No. No, I don't. As Black Cat. But yeah. Also, just because I really like the story and like that comedy with like Peter thinking he's a dad, that was so funny. Oh my god. The third one's also really good because I love Silver Sable. Like her character's done really well because she's like doing it because she's like desperate. Like she's not doing it like to like cause harm. She's trying to get money so she can pay for the war back in did it say Sokovia? I think that's the country she's from. I could be wrong, but I thought that was really her character's really nice, and that story was really good. Now, and Hammerhead, I really liked his character. Hammerhead, I wish he had a little bit more screen time, but it was good. I thought he was good. Same thing with Turf Wars, the second one. That one I really liked as well. It's my least favorite out of them all, but still really good. Like Yuri's character, Yuri Watanabe's character, like that one gave her a lot of screen time, like a lot of attention, and it was great. And plus, like throughout all three, like the banter between Miles and Peter is so damn good, man. Like it's so good, and I can't, in my right mind, picture anybody else like doing it. Like I cannot, for the life of me, picture someone else voicing Peter in this game. I can't do it. Like I cannot do it. I can't see anyone else playing Miles in this game. I can't, because they're that good. Like they have such good chemistry, and I genuinely hope that they continue to play these characters for a long time. And with Insomniac also developing Wolverine, which that game's obviously going to be set in the same universe. Like, nah, of course it's going to be. I wonder who's going to play him in that. That's going to be. I'll get onto that a little later. We know next to nothing about that. But anyway, there's that, and. So anyway, back to the leak about Kraven and Spider-Man 2. So the leak goes that it basically says what I said, that Peter gets the black suit and while he's fighting Harry, and attached to him because he has more like emotional baggage and more energy to feed off of in that way. You know what I mean? So that's why the symbiote attaches to him. And because of that, and now Harry doesn't have the symbiote anymore, because the symbiote's keeping him alive, pretty much. Like, the Devil's Breath in Marvel Spider-Man is pretty much like, it was a failed cure for Harry. It was a failed cure. So in one of the end credit scenes for the game, Spider-Man PS4, like, Norman says that he'll keep trying. And Norman, I'll touch on Norman here in a sec, but I liked what they did with him. He was really good. Like, he's not like, he comes off as like a terrible man, but he's not. He's just trying to help his son as best he can, and he's trying to like make amends for all the bad stuff he's done. But we'll see. He's gonna become the Goblin, obviously. If you watch in the penthouse in the first game as MJ, which I'll get to her in a second, because while I really like her character, I do in the game. She's written really well. Her actress, phenomenal job. She's great. She just really, there are some times in that game she really pissed me off. Now, I get it. Like, I get that it's meant to be like Peter and MJ are both in the wrong. And I know, you guys know, I'm sure y'all know exactly what scene I'm talking about, where, like, Peter rescues her from, like, the Sable Agents, because he has no idea. And, yeah, so, and, like, she blames him for all that stuff. And he didn't know. He had no idea. So he saw a gun on her, and he freaked out. So, of course, he'd be like, hey, get away from my girl, man. But, I don't know. It's just very odd to me. but it's not a big deal. She's fine. But you're in the penthouse and you find the goblin mask, the blueprint for the glider. Like, it's really cool. But basically, the leak goes. I keep getting off track. I'm a nerd, I know, but it goes that Harry loses the symbiote during a bout with Peter. Peter gets it because the symbiote attaches itself to him because he has more emotional stuff to feed off of. And because of that, Harry doesn't have it anymore, and he is dying because the symbiote was basically keeping him alive. So Norman blames Spider-Man, hires Kraven to hunt him down. And I like that. It's a different take on Kraven, but honestly, I really like that. Because I like it because by this point, if he's been Spider-Man for how long? 8 years, but probably longer by this point. So if they were gonna do like the Kraven finds out about him and hunts him down himself, like without anyone telling him to, they would have done that by now. But Norman hiring him to hunt him down, I think, is a nice middle ground. Plus, I'm sure Kraven will like love the hunt in general, because like from the trailer, like he clearly like enjoys it. So like it's a double, like it killing two birds with one stone for him, because he's like, oh, I love the hunt and I'm getting paid, so yippee. And obviously Norman will get more and more with the goblin serum, and then obviously, but there's that. Peter will evolve more. I hope they have, like, if you guys remember Spectacular Spider-Man, great show, it's on Netflix right now, watch it now, watch it. But the way the suit evolves is really cool, because it starts out with like just the black suit and that's pretty much it, but then slowly over the episodes the logo gets bigger, and the lines, like the white lines on the suit, disappear to like make it just inky, like, yeah. And I hope they do that, because I think that'd be really cool. And obviously we're gonna have more suits in the game, and I'd really like it if you could get like extra suits. Like they're obviously gonna have like symbiote versions of certain suits, like say a Spider-Man 3, like they're gonna have the symbiote suit for Spider-Man 3 from Tobey Maguire's movie, obviously. But I wonder if they're gonna have a symbiote version for every other suit in the game. And I'd really like it is if you beat the game, you can unlock the symbiote type suit for Miles as well. Like you don't get any of the abilities, but you get like the look, and I think that'd be really cool. We'll see. But I guarantee you will have to fight Peter as Miles, and I can see how the gameplay works. Like you have to ring the bell, it will stun him, and then you can hit him. I guarantee that's how it will go. I guarantee it. And so I'm stoked for that. They're going to improve on the swing. The swing. Actually, I don't think they need to improve on the swing at all. It's perfect. Like the swinging is perfect the way it is. But one of the leaks also did say, like the leak also said that you'll be able to swing faster, which I know some people have like complaints about how fast you swing in the first game in Miles Morales, but I never had a problem with it. I thought it was fine. But yeah, that'll be sick. Like, dude, I'm so excited. I just want something for it, man. And like again at the PlayStation Showcase, and like, bro, I have a job that I work Monday through Friday. I do not care if they have one that's like on a Wednesday or it's usually a Thursday. I might ask for the day off or ask to get off early, because like I want to watch it live, because I've watched it live every other day with my brother, and it's always been a great time. I've always loved it, always looked forward to it, and yeah, I want to watch it live. God of War Ragnarok, I'm also stoked for. Do not get me wrong, but Spider-Man, I have such an attachment to him because he was like my favorite superhero growing up, and he still is. But, and I'll readily admit, 2018 was like that is my favorite year for games. Like straight up, God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2, Spider-Man, like so many great things. Like the Horizon Zero Dawn DLC I think came out that year. It was so good, and wow, like, and I will readily admit, if I wasn't a huge Spider-Man fan, like if I wasn't a huge Spider-Man like nerd, Red Dead 2 might be my favorite game of all time, because that game's story masterpiece. Like, that game is a masterpiece. I don't care what any of y'all say. That game story, masterpiece level. And, and, like, that game made me cry too. If a game makes me cry, it's automatically good. But, yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Whoa! Whoa! No, you don't. Come on, buddy. Come on, bucko. Ah! I hate when it does that. I apologize for not talking, but I'm sure you guys can guess why. Ah! Don't jump. And it jumped. These enemies really bug me. Spamming! Doing next to no damage, but oh well. Alright, let's finish this guy. Come on! Alright, let's finish him off. There he goes. Yep! Gotcha! Yoink! Hee hee! Oh yeah, I know it. I forgot you can go down now. But, I'll have to go back there before I fight Gravelord Nito, because I have to. I'm part of the Sunlight Covenant right now, and I need one more medal, literally one more, and I don't know, but I need to get one more. I need to make sure, because I was fighting Orenstein and Smo, and I summoned Solaire, because in order to you need to summon him in order to get a Sunlight Medal every time. So, well, you can find Sunlight Medals other places too, but I summoned him because, like, that's easy. Makes it easier, as well, because that fight, great fight, but it's also kind of tough, so go ahead and call me a scrub if you want. But, first time playing through, I beat him without using any help, so, ha! But, yeah, so I don't know, it's just... How long have I been going? 38 minutes? I can go a little longer. But, I really hope that they handle, like, the game well. I want it to come out in spring, because, like, Tony Todd, who voices Venom, which that is a great casting choice, by the way. Like, that is perfect casting, in my opinion. He said that the game's taking this long because of how big it is, and I'm like, okay, so yeah, it'll probably be like early 2023, I'd say, I would assume, but we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna talk to this guy.
Why, you have an ember, do you? Ah, forget about it. I don't deal with that kind. What has gone wrong with embers these days?
Okay, I don't need that. I'll buy a few of these.
If that would be all, then be gone with you. You'll spoil my focus.
Anyway, Yeah, I hope they get it right, because, like, I really want them to handle it well. Because, like, one of the fears I have is that... I hope I'm not able to... No, I don't summon Solaire for this fight. I don't even know why I would. But... they have to handle, like, the game really well. I want to see... What other villains would I like to see? I'd like to see some lesser-known villains. I'd like other characters to show up. I'd like to see Daredevil in there. Maybe the Punisher. Other characters too. Wraith. I want to see Wraith again. And honestly, I hope we see Kingpin, because, like, I really liked how he was done in the first game. Like, he was kind of like the... in a way, Kingpin was right. Once he was gone, he was correct. But... oh yeah, this is the... yeah, I know this guy. Come on, bucko. Goodbye. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hee hee hee. Mask of the Child. Okay, I'm not wearing that. But I'd like to see... yeah, I know, I'm well aware that fight was ridiculously easy. But... ayo. What's done is done. Oh, yeah. Do I have the... I do. I could use that. Does it do something? Okay, that does it that much. Okay, so they're basically the same thing. So if I use that right now... I'll use this for now, because, like... basically the same thing, and plus I need to use my magic in here, because, like, magic's really good here. But, anyway... I want to see, also Carrion. Carrion, I think, is a really... interesting villain. Originally there was like a newspaper thing for an advertisement for the first game where he was gonna be there, but I don't know, I guess it was cut. I don't know. Also, Chameleon, 100%. I want to see Chameleon, because Chameleon would be a good... that would be a good, like, character to have there, because they could do the storyline where, like in Spectacular Spider-Man, Chameleon was, like, dressed up as, like, the red and blue suited Spider-Man, while Peter had the black suit. So, I think it'd be a very interesting... like, I think it'd be cool to see that storyline again. Also, Kraven... they're gonna recreate Kraven's Last Hunt. They're gonna do it. Like, they're gonna have Peter be buried alive. They are going to do that. Because that is one of the most iconic shots in any comic book ever made, period. And they are going to do it. I know they will. And it's going to be so sick to see, because, like, again, and plus, Miles is in the equation. Like, that's also really cool to see, because, like, this gives them so many cool opportunities. And, God, I'm so soaked. Oh, yeah, I know about you. Yeah. Shut up. But yeah, it's gonna be so cool. Like, I'm so excited. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But let's talk a little bit about Spider-Man Miles Morales. A little bit. Really great game, as I said. Like, almost as good as. It is as good. Like, I'm being blunt. It's as good as the first game. It is. Which way do I go? Do I fall down this way? Oh, I guess we'll find out. Wee! Made it. Hit, gotcha. Nice. Oh, I know what this area is. But, like, Miles's game is really good. Like, the chemistry between Peter and Miles's characters is so good. Like, brotherly. Like that, like brothers is what it seems like. That's what it's like. And, like, it's done so well. And I honestly hope that they continue. Well, they're going to continue it, obviously. But, like, the best part about it is that Peter has respect for Miles. Like, he wants him to do well. Like, at the end of the Miles Morales' game, Peter says, like, compliments his suit, says it's really cool. And then Miles says, yeah, it gotta be me. And Peter says, yeah, you do. It's so sweet. Like, it's really nice. And, oh, hi. Ah! Stay down. But yeah, that's gonna be tested because, like, Peter's gonna act way more aggressive and it's gonna be great. And I genuinely believe he's gonna kill someone. Like, I think he's gonna either kill Dr. Octopus. I could see him going into the raft and, like, you having, like, a stealth mission where you go to kill him. And because, like, yeah. But we'll see. I'm hyped to see it. Spider-Man Miles Morales is also a really great game because, like, it's well, I'm sure a lot of people could have guessed that Finn was the Tinkerer. I kind of thought that, but at the same time, I think it was done. They revealed it early on because I'm sure they knew that people would have guessed it. So I give them credit for that because, like, they're not dumb. They're not going to be like, hey, no one's going to guess this. No, they knew. They're like, okay, people are going to guess this, obviously. It's not that people aren't stupid. So, yeah, so people are going to be able to guess it. So I give them credit for that. I'm sure they'll also, like, I want to see more Mile villains. Like, I love the Prowler in Miles Morales' game. Like, it was really nice how they did the Prowler. Because the Prowler is, as you know, Miles' uncle, so they have kind of like a thing. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put on, just in case I die, I'm going to put on the Ring of Sacrifice before I go down there. Yeah, I'm going to do that just in case. But, woo! Damn! Everyone give me a pat on the ass, cause damn! Getting them together like that? Woo-hoo! Okay, I do not need that ring. But, I just freaked out. But, the Tinkerer I thought was really, it was really good. I really liked how they did the Tinkerer. The ending was really good. He earned the name Spider-Man. And that's really cool. Actually, I would really like, excuse me. I would really like a DLC for, like, the second game where you're Peter but young and you're kind of like learning the ropes on being Spider, like you just started. I think that'd be really cool. I'd like to see that, but, well, I don't know. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know. But what was that noise? But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But we'll see. Oh yeah, there's patches. Okay, I'm gonna. I don't want to kill him this time. Last playthrough I did because, like, he, you know. Yepper doodles. That's enough levels. Okay, level up to 30. I'm leveling up endurance just so I have more weight. Well, yeah, I'll level it up because I have the Havel's set on, and I want to have the entire thing on, but I can't right now. So right now I'm at 46.4. Well, technically it's 50. Yeah, I know, but
Good day. You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the catacombs? Are you a cleric or something? No? Really? Then I'd have no qualms telling you. There's a fine stash of treasure right down that hole. I found it first, but, well, we're friends now. So I'll split it with you. In any case, have a look. It'll shimmer you blind.
dude, how many times?
There, that hole. Take a closer look. Where's the issue? What's your problem? Take a peep in the hole and check out that treasure.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's the doggies. Yeah, there it is. I hate those things. Alright. Go ahead and kick me down, you bastard.
This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
Uh-huh. Anyway. But... Ooh. That's the demon runes. Okay, Rhea should be down here. Where is she? Whoa! Oh. Ah, there she is.
You're no hollow, are you? Thank goodness. Please be careful. There are two fierce hollows not far from here. They were once brave knights, my former escorts. Who would let such strong spirits be hollowed so? Heavens, is there nothing at all to be done? You're no hollow, are you? Thank goodness. Please be careful. They were once. Who would heaven?
Okay, so now I have to take those dudes down, huh? Alright, I shall do that. Okay, where's the... There should be something around here. Yoink. Oh, yeah. These dudes. Ow! My butt. Okay, so... Yeah, those are my hopes for that. Also, relationship between Miles and his mom is really good. Genki, I liked how they did him. I actually wasn't expecting it to be as well done as it was, but I was like, okay, that was really well done. Alright, I can get behind that. Whoa. Alright. Sorry, buddy. You're down. You're done. You're done too. Ah. Nice. All right, but Genki was really well done in the game, and I like the secondary villain was just your standard like corporate bad guy, but it was fine.
You banished those two hollows, did you? It pains me to think of the trouble my failings have caused. I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much. Here, these belonged to them. You deserve them more than I. I am certain that both thank you. I am certain that thank you.
Okay. So, yeah, that's basically all I have to say about Spider-Man. But God of War, I'm also excited to see how God of War does. But, Ragnarok, because, like, I don't know if Kratos will die. I don't know. If so, it'll have to be done well. And it'll be weird because, well, how many times has Kratos been killed and then come back? Huh? Like, a lot. So, how will they do it this time? But, who knows? We'll have to see how they do that. The combat looks really good. Like, the combat will be really, really cool. I'm sure. I wonder how the combat will be improved in Spider-Man. Like, if they'll have new moves. They'll probably have, like, new animations, that sort of thing. Which will be sweet. But, who knows? Okay, I'm about to go back to... Here he is. Hello.
Oh, you. Well, let's just calm down. Talk about things. I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can, well, overcome me.
I'm
You know what I
glowing.
mean, don't
I'm
you?
glowing.
Please, forgive me. You and me, we're jolly undead outcasts, aren't we? Oh, brilliant. A
Fine.
second chance. Wonderful. I had a feeling you'd understand. I did. But, if I were in your shoes... Ooh. Who knows what I'd have done. But now we're friends again. Eh?
Okay. Okay.
I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations. You know what I mean.
Is that it?
I did you wrong. These...
Okay. Wait. Where's that? How do I get that? I want that. Give it to me. I think I know how to get there. Go this way. Gotcha. Okay, I think I go up here. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm getting ready to end the stream. Because it's getting... about to go eat somewhere. But, I'll get back to... I'll get back to where I was real fast. I'll end the stream. Okay, that's not a pickup. Hoi! Okay, how do I get back to, how do I get to that pickup? Is that even a pickup? Am I crazy? That might not even be a pickup. I'm gonna be insane. Ow. See? You did. You know? But how do I get to that pickup? It was like right... Where was it? Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. I could be wrong. No, that's it. That's it. That's the one. Okay, I thought I could parry that, but obviously I cannot. So... Wait, is this it? I don't know if that was it. I actually have no clue. Look at those glowing eyes down there. I see that. I see you. You bastards. I see you. Yoink! Yeah! And you're dead. Right, anything else? I do not think so. Ah, there it is. There it is. Damn it! I'll get it later. I probably got it before. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. This was a good one. I really like talking about like Spider-Man and all that stuff because this is one of my favorite games of all time. But yeah, I will get that item. I promise you. But anyway, I hope all of you have a great rest of your day, and yeah, I'll see you next Saturday. See ya.